Much.
Thank you.
Cheers, thank you.
Thank you.
It helps pick up extra audio.
Oh, love it. I love
does
it.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
It's just so.
I think it's
it's just so cute.
So Jeff, how excited are you for the first episode?
Oh gosh. I mean, just which part of it? Being in it, being a part of it.
being out of the house.
It's just getting out of the house is a good thing for me. No, it was actually. It was the first time I've seen it. I had read it, but I was pretty blown away by it. I mean, I thought it was so. I thought Clark directed it so well. It was very well directed. It was beautifully shot. The VFX were amazing, and our cast was just wonderful. And how about that last moment with homie with the silver eyes?
No spoilers.
I know, but it was great. No, I loved watching it. It was great.
So, Iain, your character Fitz, obviously in the end of season 5, you had traveled the long way, 75 years in cryo-freeze to get to the team. So now it's jumped 1 year ahead, and I don't want to spoil it too much, but what can you tell us about season 6 in general as far as the Infinity War, Endgame, things like that? Is there anything that you can tease?
I'm probably not the best authority to speak on that. Jeff Loeb made a point in the panel.
Jeff, not
yeah,
me.
Jeff Loeb made a point in the panel that he was saying, that go and see the Avengers movies and then catch up on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And then with Fitz, it's as you see in the first episode, Elizabeth and the rest of the team are out. Oh, thank you. The Elizabeth Simmons and the rest of the team are out looking for him. He's in space somewhere, and time is, time's kind of been altered now. The way that there'll definitely be some surprises of. There's definitely gonna be some stuff in space as well.
Yeah,
that's as much as I can say.
Languages are being spoken, I gathered in this episode.
Which is basically just a baby language. When just before babies can speak and they're like, I don't know, it's basically just that.
Oh.
That's the alien language. Yeah.
And what was it like to be directed by Clark for the first episode?
It's great. We did it before season 4.
5.
Season 5. Season 5 we did it and it was great. I sadly didn't have loads of them in this episode, but he's brilliant, and he has a real shorthand on set, just because of who he is, and also just because we're already kind of established that kind of relationship, and he understands everybody's characters. He understands story, and he also understands that the show is the tone of the show. It's a kind of exciting, fast-paced show, and he gets all that. And so he's a really special person to have in that capacity on set, I think.
Jeff, I wanted to ask, since you were in this episode so much, I'm just wondering, are they going to save you for the rest of the season? You know what I mean?
No, that's actually the most screen time I get in this season. I am the smallest series regular of all time. No, it's you'll catch more up with Deke, but it's not yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is it gonna be weird when Fitz finds out that Simmons got married, but you didn't get married yet?
I mean, I can't say what will happen with that, but I imagine that would be a weird concept to wake up one day and be like, oh really, we have kids now, or whatever.
Because she's a widow, but you're still alive.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, and I suppose it would probably have been, you'd think it would be something that was already on both of their minds, but to learn now that we hadn't would be a strange thing, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Has it been totally confusing with this timeline? If you save Coulson, then one timeline's one way, but now that you didn't save Coulson, and now the timeline's split, so has it been kind of crazy jumbling around with the writers and stuff and everything?
Yeah. Do you understand much of 3 dimensions and time travel?
Yeah.
Oh, you do good, because I don't know anything. So I just know that they did a lot of research on it, and
the
within
writing
that.
is brilliant, but it seems like as an actor too, oh, you have to play this. By the way, it's 75 years from now, and then you have this, and it's it's back to this because we've changed the timeline. Then you're like, what?
Yeah, do you know what there is? There's been some things where we'll read an episode or we'll find out, and then they keep us behind afterwards and say, okay, who's got questions? So we make sure that we're all up to speed, and they have a series of professionals in different areas and advisors that help us out and basically tell us like what could be in the realms of possibility. And we also, it's a sci-fi show. We also kind of stretch that as much as we can. But yeah, they're very smart with the way they play with all that time stuff. I think it's a really cool storyline.
Well, I love the show.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
And that's all we have time for, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. I loved the episode that was screened in the panel.
Oh,
It was
thank
absolutely
God.
amazing because I rewatched the season finale because I was like, okay, I want to prep myself. I'm gonna rewatch it again. I forgot. Well, I didn't forget, but I didn't think I was gonna cry again, and I literally was sobbing.
Good.
I finished the last episode, and I was like, how can I do
We're
this?
sorry and thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So obviously we don't want to spoil too much for fans for the first episode, but what can you tell us that we could see in the season without spoiling too much? Like the evolution of certain characters, things like that?
Yeah, I obviously we can't say much, but I will say that the goal of the year was to see a different shade on everybody, to put them in a different situation and a different emotional place, which I think you can sense from the first episode. There's obviously some big changes, some big plot points that we introduced at the end of season 5 that we have to solve. And then there's Clark Gregg, who we always believed was the heart of the show, and that the show really can't exist without him. It was founded on him, and so we found a way to work him into it that I think is exciting and new.
Yes, definitely.
We hope. Can you comment if there's going to be like one overarching story arc, or is it going to be like segmented, like in the past, like Framework and Ghost Rider, where you had separate?
I will say that it's one.
It's we have a shorter order, so that allowed us to do one kind of big arc.
Does it give you like a different approach, like how you're mapping out the season, knowing that?
Yeah, it was a little different.
Both seasons. Going into 6 and 7 was a different process this time around.
Different puzzle.
Yeah.
But it was less of a marathon.
Yes.
So.
Are you going to give the audience any reprieve on their emotions?
No.
I'm still scarred from last year. Do I expect more, worse, different,
I think
better?
we do want it to continue to be a roller coaster. So if you're feeling down, then you're probably going to go up.
Yes. There's a nice mix of everything in season 6.
Do you have any favorite episodes or scenes of this upcoming season?
I will say that there are a few standout episodes. We've one of our favorite episodes of past seasons was Simmons on the Planet, the Maveth episode. And so, given the fact that we've gone past 100 episodes and we're in these 6 to 7 seasons, I think we've cut the leash a little bit on story and have tried to think outside the box a few more times per year.
Cut the leash is code for jump the shark.
We jumped the shark. We jumped the shark. We put a leash on the shark and rode it around. Yeah. So
in Captain Marvel, obviously we see Coulson's character in a younger version when him and Nick Fury are together. Are any of those plot points going to be happening in season 6 or 7?
We can't say, but
Had to ask.
it's all connected. But we are our own story, so we don't hit it head on, I'd say.
Any big guest stars we can look forward to this season?
Can you say?
I don't think we can say.
Can't say at this point in time.
Okay.
But
good question.
Had to ask.
Now, with we're saying 6 to 7. Is there like a challenge, like coming with bigger explosions, bigger stakes? With each season pushing it further and further. And
Yeah, there are times we wish we were just like a detective drama, with the case of the week. But every year at the end of the year, we try to think of what we haven't done and trying to find a new territory to explore. And I think we've had some success with that.
Yeah, I mean, as we always do, we reset at the top of the season, and I think for the next 2, you'll see that as well.
Yeah. It should be entertaining.
Sometimes we get into the middle of it, we're like, what have we done?
Yeah, not sometimes, every time.
Every time, actually, yeah. But it's not good if it's not a headache to figure out.
We like to scare ourselves a little bit every year. So with Ghost Rider, we were scared. Tonally, visually, we were like, this might be a bad idea to do this on our show.
Going into space in season 5, we were scared.
Yeah, so we try to scare ourselves, and hopefully it's a good kind of scared, and we are scared about both the upcoming seasons. So,
I was just going to say, obviously in this season, you guys went to space last season, but this time you're in deep space.
Yeah.
Were there any like big challenges with doing that?
You know, I have to say we're really lucky in terms of production. When we did future Earth stuff and Caesius and brought aliens into the show, you know, on a limited budget, we're throwing to costumes and makeup.
And
we're
makeup,
saying, you know,
yeah.
hey, please don't suck. And they've delivered every time. And you'll see this season, there's some out of the box stuff that they nail. And so we actually feel very comfortable with our production and with our visual effects team trying stuff like that because they're above average in their skill level and taste. So.
What would be your dream character to have on S.H.I.E.L.D. to guest star?
Dream character. I mean, in terms of you want to write Iron Man because he's funny. But Thor's pretty funny now too. Hulk.
I would love to have Hulk.
Yeah. We've had some of them on the show. Some of our dream characters have made their way onto the show, and I would say that one of our dream characters will be appearing in one of these seasons.
Thank you.
Thank you.